Hi guys, it's Emily from Learning Express in San Antonio at Stone Oak. This is a video of tips and tricks of Rainbow Loom. So one of the first things I wanted to show you is about your tool. So you're going to want to make sure you don't bite on the end of this because I've seen a lot of kids do it and it's bad for the tool as well as your teeth. So how to hold it. You're going to hold it just like you hold a pencil, and do you see how the hook is bending back like that towards my thumb? You're going to hold it just like that. So then, with your loom, do you see how I wrote my name on it right there? That's helpful because you can see whose loom is whose. So like if you bring it to a sleepover, you can make sure you know which loom is yours. Okay, so for some of the different patterns, there are different shapes you put your loom in. And that's just for a few of the different patterns. Not all of the patterns need you to change your loom up, but just for a few of them. So you want to make sure when you are changing it, don't pop it out like that. That's very bad for your loom. You're going to want to instead take your tool, take the back of it, and pop it out like that. Now for the different shapes I was mentioning, you're going to want to, okay, so pop all of these out just like that. And you know how usually your loom, both of these are the same length and this one's just a little bit longer? You're going to make them all the same length and then just put it together just like that. And putting it back together and taking it apart does take some practice, so if you drop your loom the first time, don't worry about it. Okay, just like that. Okay, so if you're making a bracelet, you're going to want to make sure when you put your bands on the loom that you make sure to push them down. So you take a band, put it on, and then push it down. It's just a lot easier when you're putting other bands on top of it. Okay, so now another thing. If you're making a bracelet, it's a lot easier when you're first trying that bracelet to make every step a different color. So do you see how I'm doing this just like that? So every one of my steps is a different color. Because then, when you hook your bracelet together, you can see which specific bands you need to hook. It just makes it a lot simpler. Okay? And it's okay if you mess up the first few times you do a bracelet, because just when you're practicing on making a bracelet, it's okay. You don't have to be perfect at it the first time you do it, and then you can use those bands to make another bracelet. Thank you for watching Tips and Tricks of Rainbow Loom.